Guys, how's it going? It is Tuesday, July 1st. So officially July 1st, and it's, I think, like day 96 or so. But obviously, again, like on the last ones, I took a month off to have to kind of reboot, reestablish my business, get everything going, and it's going great. I've been doing the focusing on my base, and remember the base is the proper nutrients, the proper vitamins, the proper enzymes, the proper antioxidants, antitoxins, to be able to work on my body while I'm getting more sleep. I've actually been getting great sleep over the past couple of days, getting 6.5 hours to 6 hours, and which to a lot of people it seems like that's really low, but to me, I usually get like 4 hours of sleep, sometimes 3.5. So this is like huge, and I'm going to try to shoot for a solid 7 hours this whole week, and it's just feeling amazing. So I've been doing my cardio, I've been hitting my workouts. My workouts have all been this week. I hit the workouts, or last week, 3 times throughout the week. Strength training and full body. I'm still going to do some full body this week as well too. I'm throwing in some cardio. I've been hitting the Stairmaster and also the elliptical machine, which has been great on my plantar fasciitis. I haven't had that flare up again, which is awesome. And I'm just going to start off with some push-pull. I started doing the shoulder rehabs again, which oddly enough, my right one is feeling fine. My left one has been pinching and feeling off, and I think it's because I've been sleeping on it a lot lately. I'll wake up and I'll find it that way, which it feels fine until I start lifting, and then I can feel it start to tweak and start to like pull, and it definitely doesn't have the strength to be able to put any weight on it. So it's part of getting older. We all know, right? You're in your 50s. So I'm actually going to start with some push-pull, get the body going before we switch over to some other supersets too. Good. Make sure we get full range of motion. 4. Oh. But things are feeling good. Hopefully your guys' week is going good too. 7. Okay, good. Main thing on this one, guys, like in any of our exercises, make sure you're getting that full range of motion and not just keeping it like this where it's stiff. You're not moving that core around. You want to open that up. Full range of motion. Remember, as we get older, our bodies get tighter, our muscles shorten. We want to start to walk with a smaller stride. You have to fight that. You got to open up your body. Ooh. As usual, I lost count of reps. Okay, so I'm going to get some nice deep stretch in here. Oh, that feels good. I've been sitting down a lot lately, writing articles. I'm going to put a post or a link to my subreddit for Zero to Yonehiro. If I haven't already done it on a previous post, I'm going to start putting that there. It's for us guys in our 50s. It's a little bit more raw. I kind of write about things going on in the world pertaining to men in their 50s. So I'm definitely a lot more raw in there. You know, expletives. I write. My form of writing is changing. It's transforming. I used to write a lot of articles for fitness mags and such, and of course you have to write them in a form and in a way that isn't offensive. But with everything being so tight now with freelancing, which is trippy to see, I just decided to open up my own Substack, and start writing my own articles, creating my own newsletter. So go ahead and check it out. I still write on what's important and data-driven news. On fitness, you know, different things like that, philosophies, stuff like that, and I put the links on there. But I'm definitely making it more of a guttural, expletive, letting my natural voice come out. So you guys might want to check it out. Hopefully you'll like it. But the base vitamins and minerals and the antioxidant, the glutathione that I'm taking from Rob Keller, MD, has been making me feel amazing. I've been waking up feeling good. energy levels are starting to get back up. And I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't really changed up my diet all that much, except for not eating as much. So, like the other day, I had a tuna fish sub that my wife picked up for me with some of the baked lays, but that was like my one big meal for the day, and I had it in the middle of the day at like 2 o'clock. And then in the morning, I had a shake after my cardio. And then I had like a teriyaki bowl at night with veggies, just a little bit of rice, just to help fuel my workouts. But I'm definitely feeling better, feeling good. Whew. Okay, get that stretching. And the supplements have been incredible. Loving the feeling great. My bowel movements have been great, so that's good. I don't know what kind of guy you are, but I'm usually like a 2 to 3 bowel movement a day kind of guy. And if I don't get that, I feel just awful. I mean, at least 1 to 2, even on my worst days. But the supplements have been really good at making sure I'm getting in those bowel movements, which is awesome. What else? The energy levels, it's just feeling good. So I think I'm on my 2nd week. I'm going to go 2 more weeks just focusing on the base, sleep, supplements, cleaning up the diet even more, just every day, just a little bit more. I'm not a hardcore diet person, as you probably guessed from the beginning, because you can still make great improvements with your body without having to kill yourself on diet. But little changes, right? Stop eating later at night. Start doing a little bit less sauces, like the teriyaki sauce, put it on the side, not on top. A little bit less bread, tuna sandwich, things like that. Use sprouted instead of, flour. And so little changes here and there make big changes in the end. I'm really big on that. I've just never been a cold turkey guy, even when I was at my leanest and 5% and stuff, and I had to keep that for 5 years for a show and all that. I just never was hardcore on that. It's just, you gotta kind of, for me, you have to do it in implements, and then at the same time still allow yourself some luxuries every now and then, otherwise you just go crazy. Plus I'm Hawaiian and Asian, so we love food. So that's just part of it. And frankly, it's actually a miracle that I've stopped drinking so much. Because it's a funny thing about drinking, right? Especially if you love the art of the drink, of what you're drinking. Like, I love whiskey, love scotches. And you can get really down a rabbit hole on those things, right? Way past the marketed commercial Macallans and everything like that. Like, if you were to go into some Lagavulin and get into like the peaty stuff, there's beauty in the process. And the hard part is when you get caught up in the beauty and the process of something that's ultimately not healthy for you, it's hard to stop doing it. So, this is heavy. Let me focus on this. 4, 5. Oh, God, that was heavy. Oh, that felt good. Okay. Whew. That was a heavy one. But like I was saying, when you get caught up in the love of the process of something like liquors, whiskey, scotch, even, looking at different forms of vodka and such, but scotch and whiskey, it's so easy to fall in love in the process. I liken it to like Wine. People that love the process of making wine. It's easy to fall in love with. And then it's very hard. That's the trap, right? It's very hard to get out of that. Like, especially when you go to the point of getting ice cube trays that make the perfectly shaped skull ice cube for your whiskey glasses, or like perfectly shaped Death Star. That's when it just becomes way too hard to quit, because you get so into the little paraphernalia and things that you buy for it. We're going to switch. We're going to do a superset over in the corner. I'm going to turn you off. I'm going to bring you with me. But I think you get what I... Okay, guys. Ooh, let me adjust that a little bit. I'm going to be doing... There we go. Okay, superset pull-ups on the pull-up assist machine here, and then some hack squats on the free motion cable hack squat, which is an awesome machine. Really kind of isolates the quads. It really helps you out if you have issues with your lower back, because it's got that low lumbar set for it, which I love. And you gotta, well, I mean, what's not to love about a pull-up assist machine, right? It just really helps you get that motion in. Something to keep in mind for us guys over 50, if you haven't already figured out, the pull-up assist machine, it's a different feel and a different type of engagement than if you're doing a sit-down, pull-down machine, right? Like a lat pull-down machine. Which is why I always tell clients when they're working the lat pull-down machine to focus on their elbows and drive the elbows down so that you're engaging your back properly as if you were doing a pull-up. Most people actually grab the bar on a pull-down machine and just focus on bringing the bar down to below their neck. Same with like a pull-up. You don't want to just think about getting your chin up and your neck up there. You actually want to think about driving your elbows down, and that's going to engage the back better. It's going to engage your lats, your muscles along your scapula. And of course, obviously, it has to do with your angle, right, and what you're taking. I'm going to do a little bit less scap work on here and a little more lats by keeping my back straighter and my chin and my body, my spine straight, and going up right through the opening of the bars instead of leaning back more, facing my chest up, which I'd get a lot more muscles on my scapula, right? Okay, so I'm going to do this. Whew, it's going to hurt. Okay, nice controlled lowering. Oh, big stretch. Oh. 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 See, I can feel this in my left shoulder right now, but oh, it's manageable. And it's so funny because it's not the shoulder of my injury. I've just been sleeping on it a lot. Oh. Oh. Ah. Okay. Ooh. Oh, I felt that. Okay. Oh, shit. That's good. Oh. Oh. Oh, I felt good. My lower back, the slight scoliosis in my lumbar, has been doing all right. Not too bad. I think if anything, I have to worry more about sitting for too long while I'm writing articles. So that's one thing I always have to keep in mind. Oh, that was a good superset. You definitely feel it hitting the big muscles on your back and then the big muscles in a leg press or a hack squat. Definitely that hack squat makes it more quad driven, which is great. Lower quads right around the knees, which is awesome. Some people will say that if you go foot press, if you put your foot really high up, you're able to get deep into the hamstrings and glutes even, but I just don't feel it. And the math, although it looks like it might make sense, I think the angle of the hip, for some people, depending on the length of your femur, it just doesn't do it. I don't feel it in my hamstrings at all, except for maybe in a way that it's relieving the quads a little bit when I'm going down. But I just don't feel that type of hamstring engagement that some people talk about. That's just me. Guys, I just also, on my Substack, I just did a great article on how visceral fat and fat itself, belly fat, affects cognitive thinking and the data and the proof to show it. So it literally keeping a lot of fat on our bodies, especially in our gut, and hitting that brown adipose tissue, the visceral fat, starts to begin to literally rewire our brain. So check out the article, leave a comment, let me know. Comments make me jazzed to write more. So it's a great way of support. I don't ask for any money, it's all free writing. So send it out to friends, anybody you know that could use it. I'm gonna try to add a little more humor to it. I keep writing as if, well, I only have 2 articles up there right now as of today, but I have a 3rd one coming. But I find myself writing as if an editor is gonna look at it and proof it like before and go, no, you can't use this, you can't use that, Scott, you can't swear. I'm just starting to add a little bit more expletive. So I just started adding, fuck and words like that to it. Because it's just become more of my own language. I'm not adding it to add it for impact. It's just more of my own language. And since I'm writing for myself, I'm going to just write how I would when I normally speak. So less of what editors want, more of what I want to portray. And hopefully you guys will like it. Okay, so second set. Oh, yeah, big stretch. Control. On the way down, up. Thank God for assisted pull-up machines, because right now I'd be lucky, especially with this tempo, 3 seconds down, 1 second up, if I could even do one. Okay, so now I'm going to have to lean back a little bit. I'm going to have to bring my chest up because I can feel my shoulder pinching at the end. I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to squeeze in a couple more. That left shoulder. I didn't start off with my normal external rotation bands and hold. I did that yesterday. I'm going to try and get it in every other day. And it's amazing how quickly my strength in that movement has gone. So I got to make sure that's something we do for the rest of our lives. And by we, I mean me. Hopefully you. In kind of a weird Smeagol Gollum-esque Lord of the Rings kind of way. My precious we. Okay, one more. Okay. Okay. A little more weight. Okay. Okay. Okay, that was good. Guys, I'm really jazzed about the Longevity Center. Advanced Longevity Center across the street, connected to Dr. Amir Larian's Advanced Dermatology Center. So combined, it's going to be a really amazing wellness place for body, skin, mind, everything. This past week, I went through some of the last Zoom meetings and interviews with the biolabs out there for peptides, and supplying up all the things we need, the IV bags for the IV drips, the medicines, the NAD, all those things. It's just amazing. It's fascinating, and it's so incredible to be a part of that, especially at this time in my life. It's a crazy time, but everything works out as long as you keep a cool head and you focus. Leaving my studio, combining my business with Jessica here at Functional Fitness, and being back here where I helped to kind of build this place out, it really means a lot. And to see all the old friends and faces is really good. To find some old friends don't like you anymore, and they treat you bad when you came back because maybe, I don't know, whatever stories and narratives they created in their head. Unfortunately, over years of friendship and doing good and helping them with their business and even being a mentor, it's amazing what people can create in their heads and how they can judge you. And after years of knowing a person and them not even talking to you first. So it's a sad thing about humankind, but it's a good thing in its own way because it helps me clarify and clear out the people that I want to keep in my life and the people that I don't need. But the business is going to be good. It's doing great already still, but opening up the Longevity Center is going to be a huge step. Huge. Really excited. Okay, let's go in for our last set. Okay. Oh, and guys, just to let you know, if you didn't know already, I'm on the full amount to help me with this. There is no way I'm going to probably maybe start dropping the full amount, maybe in about a week or two, and just start lowering it, but there is no way I'm doing this with anything less than the full stack of weight. It's all in form. Oh, God, that was good. Give myself a quick break. I'm going to do 2 more. Ooh, I'm feeling that. That's going to feel good. Okay. One thing I'm glad about is that the Rob Keller MD supplements, which I'm going to put a link down there to them, they've been really good at keeping inflammation away. So I think, in all honesty, they're probably the reason why my plantar fasciitis hasn't flared back up again, even though I'm doing more cardio. And yeah, I'm doing elliptical machine, which isn't a lot of ground and pound. But I am doing Stairmaster. And as much as we all don't like to do things that hurt, I love the Stairmaster. That fucking thing just gets you going, man. Holy shit. They leave like a pool of sweat underneath that thing. But because of the size of my feet, I'm a 13 extra wide, I do find myself on the balls of my feet a lot, right? Because it's hard to fit my full foot on there and get enough of my heel. So sometimes when I'm getting tired, I find myself on the balls of my feet, which can then aggravate the plantar fasciitis. But I honestly think that the glutathione and everything, which is keeping down the inflammation in the body and in the joints, and is also a great antitoxin and everything else it does. I think everything that I'm taking is just really doing a great job of keeping my plantar fasciitis from flaring up, and I'm fucking grateful for it. And again, we'll know as I start to increase the workouts, and I'm just relying on the base, right? So that's why we're doing the base, so that when I do add other supplements, we can see how it affects my body after it's already grown used to having the base established nutrients, supplements, antioxidants, sleep, eating, because you can't really get an understanding of results from supplementation unless you understand where you're at before it on a clean scale. Got it. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. That was good. Okay, on to the next superset. Here we go. Okay, guys, so I'm going to be right over here doing some flies with the free motion double arm cable system. And I'm going to superset this with some straight arm cable rope push downs. Oh. I'm going to get that nice pause at the back for a deep stretch. For that hypertrophy effect. And then we're going to squeeze our biceps together for that fly. Oh. 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 I actually feel like my body's getting back to normal. So back to normal, I feel like closer to like my late 30s, mid 30s, maybe late 30s. It just feels good. Feels better. So that is an awesome thing. Let's put on some weight. Good. Okay. Make sure you can see. Yeah, you can see. You're good. Okay. Oh. Nice and controlled. Down, quick. Hold, squeeze, flex, then nice and controlled on the way up using my lats and the muscles along my scapula. Oh, God. Oh. 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 Yeah, that's it. Oh. 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 Oh, God, I felt that. Oh. Oh. Okay, good set. Good. Good set. Bring that down. Good. Whew. I'm gonna raise this up on the next one. Good. Ah, it feels good. The number one thing I have to get used to here is getting here early enough to shoot a whole workout. I know it's not completely necessary. In fact, it probably saves time that I shoot a couple of sets and then go upstairs in the office and finish off over there, talk to you. Because I tell you, today I got here at like 4:45, 4:50. I was trying to get here at 4:30. Whew. Waking up at 3:45 to come work out is brutal still. I feel more energy, I'm feeling better, but dude, that is brutal. I tip my hat off to Dwayne Johnson and anybody else that does this on the reg. And I know it's different. I think we can all we would like to say that we'd be doing the same thing if we're making millions and millions of dollars being on TV and on movies, right? We'd like to say that. But think about all the actors that don't do that are making money. But that's, it takes a lot of discipline, so don't cut that short. Started drinking apple cider vinegar in the morning, cleaning out with the water, getting the water down the hatch, hitting the pH balance of my gut. Apple cider vinegar also kind of helps stop immediately any hard cravings I might have, which I love. And I'm going to try to get it in the middle of the day as well too. Bring some apple cider vinegar and have a glass too, because it's really great at cripping any kind of hunger pangs or sugar pangs. And it does a wealth of good for, like, again, your pH balance and such. I'm not necessarily of the camp that it does all the amazing, crazy things that some people report that it does, but it is really good for you. Okay, so I raised the weight on this, and we're gonna go for a second set. Oh. 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 Whew. Felt that. Okay. So try back into the straight arm cable pull down, push downs. A little bit. Just a little. Okay. Oh. Here we go. Oh. Oh. Oh my God. Oh, it feels good. What time is it? Okay, 6 minutes to opening. The opener hasn't come yet. Hopefully I don't have to stop and help. Hopefully they'll be on time. I have one more set to do. Give me a minute. We'll do one more set. And then we'll finish everything up upstairs. Good. Rope. So we should have the Longevity Center opened up by next month, which is going to be great. Exciting. We're just finalizing a couple of the last minute things, logo, corporate things, bringing in the supplies. I think it's going to be a great thing. It's going to be awesome, especially to help out men and women older in their ability to stay younger, focusing on longevity. All these things are going to play huge roles in what we're doing. So it's a fun time. It's exciting. And when the center opens up and we have everything going, I'll put the link in there and you'll be able to see some of the things we're providing. Okay, we're just doing 10 on the last one. Then we're gonna close it up. All right, last 10 on the push downs. I'm gonna raise up that weight a little bit more. Good, and last set. Good. All right, guys. So I'm gonna finish up. I'll do one more superset. I'll let you know how that is. And then we'll finish up filming upstairs in the office because we're opening up the gym now. All right, talk to you guys soon. See you in a little bit. Okay, guys, finished up my workouts. We're up in the office and it was good. So I finished off with just one more superset. I did lateral raises with dumbbells, 3 sets, 15, 12, and 10. And then I did some captain's chair leg raises for lower abs, 15, 12, and 10. 1 second up, 3 seconds down, full extension, heels touching the back of the captain's chair, which I really like to get that extension in there. And it was tough. It was brutal, but it's getting along. And I'm feeling good. I feel like I'm getting in a groove. We're getting into the little bit past the second week of me building out the base again. I keep talking about that because it's so important. Making sure that I'm getting enough sleep, making sure that I'm getting enough food, starting to clean up my foods, making sure I'm getting all the right supplementation, right? All the Rob Keller MD vitamins and antioxidants and enzymes and probiotics, all those things. So that when I do start my next supplementation, which will be in about a little bit over 2 weeks, about there, whether it's going to be one thing or another, I'll be able to have a better understanding of how it's affecting my body because my body will be more baseline regular and cleaned out. So I'll be able to feel the changes and actually notice the changes on a clearer level. So things are going well, guys. Thanks for tuning in with me. Less babble, more action, get into it. I have, let's see, it's July 1st again. So I have July, August, September, October, and then halfway of November to the 19th. So I have 4.5 months to drop. Make sure I drop that 54 pounds by my 54th birthday. We'll probably do a scan in like a week or so just to see where I've come along so we can kind of get an idea of how much I need to drop every month before I make my birthday. And thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. You guys coming in and keeping me accountable and following my journey. All right. Read my Substack, comment on it. Let me know what you think about it. Talk to you later. Bye.